For component of habits and their functions. What is habits? A habit is a behavior that has become automatic and repetitive over time. Habits are formed as a result of repeatedly performing a certain action, and they can be either positive or negative in nature. Examples of positive habits include exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, and practicing mindfulness. Examples of negative habits include smoking, procrastination, and overspending. Habits play a significant role in shaping our daily lives and can greatly impact our overall well-being. How habits are formed. Habits are formed through a process known as habituation, which involves the repeated performance of a certain behavior over time. This repetition causes the behavior to become automatic and eventually becomes a habit. The following steps are involved in the formation of habits. Cue. A cue or trigger signals the beginning of the behavior. This cue can be internal, such as a thought or feeling, or external, such as a specific time of day or location. Routine. The routine is the actual behavior or action that is performed. It can be physical, mental, or emotional. Reward. A reward or positive outcome reinforces the behavior, making it more likely to be repeated in the future. Repeat. The repeated performance of the behavior solidifies it as a habit. Over time, the behavior becomes automatic and requires less effort and conscious thought to perform. It's important to note that habits can take time to form, often requiring several weeks or even months of consistent repetition before they become automatic. However, the more frequently a behavior is repeated, the faster it becomes a habit. What is cue all about? A cue, also known as a trigger, is the stimulus that signals the beginning of a habit. It is the first step in the habit loop, and it sets the stage for the behavior to follow. Cues can be either internal or external. Internal cues can be thoughts, feelings, or desires that prompt the behavior. For example, feeling hungry may cue you to reach for a snack. External cues can be physical or environmental stimuli that trigger the behavior. For example, the sound of an alarm clock ringing in the morning may cue you to start your day. Cues are important because they serve as reminders to perform a certain behavior. By recognizing and understanding the cues that trigger your habits, you can gain control over them and even change them if desired. Routine. The routine is the actual behavior or action that is performed as part of a habit. It is the second step in the habit loop and follows the cue. The routine can be physical, mental, or emotional, and it can vary in complexity and duration. Examples of routines include brushing your teeth, checking your phone first thing in the morning, or taking a walk after dinner. The routine is the core component of the habit and is what gives it meaning and purpose. It's important to note that habits can be both positive and negative, and the routine is what determines the overall impact of the habit on your life. Positive habits, such as exercising regularly or eating a healthy diet, can improve your health and well-being, while negative habits, such as procrastination or overeating, can have negative consequences. By changing the routine, you can change the habit and its impact on your life. Reward. A reward is the positive outcome or satisfaction that results from performing a habit. It is the third step in the habit loop and follows the routine. The reward reinforces the behavior, making it more likely to be repeated in the future. Rewards can be tangible or intangible, and they can vary greatly depending on the individual and the habit. Examples of rewards include a delicious snack after a workout, a sense of accomplishment after completing a task, or feeling relaxed after meditating. Rewards play an important role in the formation and maintenance of habits because they provide motivation and positive reinforcement. By focusing on the reward, you can maintain motivation and make the habit more enjoyable and sustainable. It's also important to note that rewards can change over time. As a habit becomes more ingrained, the reward may shift from a tangible item to a sense of accomplishment or a feeling of satisfaction. Understanding the reward associated with a habit can help you maintain motivation and stay on track. Repeat. Repeat refers to the repeated performance of a habit, which is the final step in the habit loop. The more a behavior is repeated, the more likely it is to become automatic and become a habit. Repeat is what gives a habit its power and makes it a part of your daily routine. The key to forming a habit is consistency. By repeating the behavior consistently, you increase the chances of it becoming automatic. This requires discipline and effort, especially in the beginning, but over time, the habit will become easier and require less conscious thought. It's important to remember that habits take time to form. It can take several weeks or even months of consistent repetition before a behavior becomes a habit. However, by repeating the behavior, you are strengthening the neural pathways in your brain that are associated with the habit, making it easier to perform in the future. Repeat is what makes habits so powerful and influential in our lives. By forming positive habits, we can create positive change and improve our well-being. Habits serve several important functions in our lives. Efficiency: habits allow us to perform certain behaviors automatically, without conscious thought. This saves time and effort and makes daily tasks more efficient. Consistency: habits provide structure and consistency to our daily lives. By establishing routines, we can ensure that important tasks are performed regularly and help us maintain good habits over time. Self-improvement: habits can be used to promote personal growth and self-improvement. By forming positive habits, we can improve our health, well-being, and overall quality of life. Stress reduction: habits can reduce stress and anxiety by providing a sense of control and structure in our lives. By relying on habits to handle certain tasks, we can free up mental energy and reduce stress. Habituation: habits play a role in habituation, which is the process by which we become adapted to new situations and stimuli. By forming habits, we can reduce the amount of conscious thought and effort required to perform certain tasks, making them easier and less stressful over time. In summary, habits are an important part of our daily lives and serve several important functions. By forming positive habits, we can improve our well-being and make life easier and more efficient. The law of habits is a concept that refers to the idea that habits are powerful and influential in shaping our behavior. The law of habits states that once a behavior becomes a habit, it becomes automatic and requires little conscious thought. This means that habits have the power to influence our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and they can be difficult to change once they have been established. The law of habits is based on the idea that habits are formed through repeated behavior, and the more a behavior is repeated, the stronger the neural pathways in the brain become that are associated with the habit. This means that habits can become ingrained and difficult to change, but they can also be harnessed to create positive change and improvement in our lives. The law of habits highlights the importance of forming positive habits and being mindful of the habits that we have established. By understanding the law of habits, we can gain greater control over our lives and make positive changes that improve our well-being and happiness. Habits are important for several reasons. Efficiency: habits allow us to perform certain behaviors automatically, without conscious thought. This saves time and effort and makes daily tasks more efficient. Consistency: habits provide structure and consistency to our daily lives. By establishing routines, we can ensure that important tasks are performed regularly and help us maintain good habits over time. Self-improvement: habits can be used to promote personal growth and self-improvement. By forming positive habits, we can improve our health, well-being, and overall quality of life. Stress reduction: habits can reduce stress and anxiety by providing a sense of control and structure in our lives. By relying on habits to handle certain tasks, we can free up mental energy and reduce stress. Habituation: habits play a role in habituation, which is the process by which we become adapted to new situations and stimuli. By forming habits, we can reduce the amount of conscious thought and effort required to perform certain tasks, making them easier and less stressful over time. In summary, habits play a crucial role in our lives and have the power to shape our thoughts, feelings, and actions. By forming positive habits and being mindful of the habits that we have established, we can improve our well-being and make positive changes that improve our lives. Efficiency refers to the ability to do something in the most effective and economical way, without wasting time or resources. Habits can contribute to efficiency by allowing us to perform certain behaviors automatically, without conscious thought. This saves time and effort and makes daily tasks more efficient. For example, brushing your teeth in the morning can become a habit, and over time you can do it automatically without much thought. This saves time and mental effort compared to consciously deciding every morning whether or not to brush your teeth. Habits can also help us maintain a consistent routine, which can increase overall efficiency and productivity. By establishing a daily routine and relying on habits to handle certain tasks, we can free up mental energy and focus on other tasks that require more attention and effort. In summary, habits can greatly contribute to efficiency by allowing us to perform certain behaviors automatically, reducing the need for conscious thought and effort, and helping us maintain a consistent routine. Consistency refers to the act of maintaining the same level of performance or quality over time. Habits play an important role in providing consistency in our lives. By establishing routines and forming positive habits, we can ensure that important tasks are performed regularly and consistently, even when we may not feel motivated to do so. For example, exercising regularly can become a habit, and over time, you may find yourself automatically going to the gym every day without much thought. This consistency in your behavior helps you maintain a healthy lifestyle and reach your fitness goals. Consistent habits can also help us maintain a sense of structure and stability in our lives. They provide a reliable framework that we can rely on, even when other aspects of our lives are uncertain or changing. In summary, habits play a crucial role in consistency by helping us establish routines, maintain a sense of structure, and perform important tasks regularly, even when we may not feel motivated to do so. Self-improvement refers to the process of making positive changes to one's life, with the goal of becoming a better and more fulfilled person. Habits play a significant role in self-improvement, as they allow us to establish positive routines and develop good behaviors over time. For example, reading every day can become a habit, and over time, you may find yourself automatically picking up a book every evening before bed. This habit not only helps you improve your knowledge and intellectual growth, but also helps you develop a better sleep routine. Positive habits can also help us improve our physical health, emotional well-being, and relationships. By establishing good habits like exercising regularly, eating healthily, and practicing mindfulness, we can take control of our lives and make positive changes that lead to overall self-improvement. In summary, habits play a critical role in self-improvement by helping us establish positive routines, develop good behaviors over time, and make positive changes to our lives that lead to overall growth and fulfillment. Stress reduction refers to the act of reducing or managing the level of stress one experiences in life. Habits can play an important role in reducing stress by providing a sense of structure and routine, as well as reducing the need for decision-making and conscious effort. For example, practicing mindfulness or meditation regularly can become a habit, and over time, you may find yourself automatically taking time each day to clear your mind and reduce stress. Physical habits like exercise, yoga, or taking walks can also help reduce stress. These activities not only improve physical health but also promote mental well-being by reducing stress and improving mood. In addition, developing positive habits like maintaining healthy relationships, managing time effectively, and prioritizing self-care can also help reduce stress by improving overall life satisfaction and reducing the impact of stressful events. In summary, habits play a crucial role in stress reduction by providing a sense of structure and routine, reducing decision-making and conscious effort, promoting physical and mental well-being, and improving overall life satisfaction. Habituation. Habituation is a form of learning in which an organism becomes less responsive to a stimulus after repeated exposure to it. Habituation is a simple form of learning that is often thought of as a decrease in sensitivity or responsiveness to a repeated or constant stimulus. For example, if you've ever lived near a train track and heard the sound of trains passing by, you may have initially found the noise very distracting, but over time, you may have become habituated to it and no longer noticed it as much. Habituation can occur in both animals and humans and is a basic form of learning that occurs quickly and easily. In humans, habituation can play a role in reducing anxiety or discomfort in new or unfamiliar situations, as well as reducing the impact of repetitive or distracting stimuli in our environment. In summary, habituation is a form of learning in which an organism becomes less responsive to a stimulus after repeated exposure to it. It is a simple and quick form of learning that can play a role in reducing anxiety or discomfort in new or unfamiliar situations, as well as reducing the impact of repetitive or distracting stimuli in our environment.